What's good and welcome back to Doki Doki Part 3. We got a Rizz Yuri up. Job's not finished. Job finished? I don't think so. We got to hit her with this William Shakespeare type shit. So, hope y'all enjoy. Who shalleth we start with? Monica again. Now remember, we made this poem specifically for Yuri. Hi again, John. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. Yeah, I wouldn't count on that. I'm not a writer. I fucking hate this shit. I'm only in this club to bag. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for the day? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. She's about to be like, do we need to call the counselor? Like, I mean, here's the suicide prevention hotline. All right, great job, John. I was going ooh in my head while I was reading it. It's really metaphorical. What did I write? I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know what? Yuri likes that kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism, unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by the feel, or letting them deeply analyze all the nuances. It can take years of patience, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry about it so much. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, and I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue, and endless. I don't know what that says. Of meaningless. Noise. The noise won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, coined, or cosine, what? Tangent? Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. What the fuck? The noise, it won't stop. John, how many atoms in your body are in your body? I checked last week. I don't know about now, but if I had to guess, I'd probably say like 16. Something like that. Where did this come from? The happy-go-lucky girl, president of the club. The noise won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. For sure. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you didn't like it. No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short make it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. Then when that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpectedly may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I talking about? That's my advice for the day. Alright, who should I do next? Thanks for listening. Oh my god. Sorry. Oh, I like this one, John. It had some nice feelings in it. I'm glad. Still, though, your tone makes it sound like you like yesterday's poem better. I guess you caught me. Sometimes you know me too well for my own good. Well, just don't try to be nice about it. If I'm doing a bad job, then I'd rather just hear about it. No. I still like this one, I promise. You know I wouldn't lie to you, John. Never ever. Yeah, I guess so. Nice feelings. Yeah, bullshit. I probably talked about the meaning of life and how we're all gonna die soon. I mean, there was literally suicide in the fucking... in the poem. Nice feelings, my ass, Sayori. What made yesterday's poem so great compared to this one then? Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. That's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of the whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Oh, you want me to write something? You want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Okay, we'll do Sayori next. We'll remember happy. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Okay, we'll do a bittersweet poem next time. Yeah, I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most, but sometimes when you have a little bit of rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug. And a nice happy rainbow. Sayori, that's unexceptional. That's unexpectedly poetic. It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, John. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my... Oh, okay. Now I get it. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm but tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, in a bottle all in a row. My collection makes a lot of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Bars. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in nooks and crannies. Digging and digging in your butt, twin. Scrapping and scrapping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally all alone. I open up and in come my friends. They come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after another, holding each of them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be from my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading something, but that's all I hear. Echo, 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 echo inside my head. Huh. These poems are progressively getting darker and darker. It'd be better if you could type your poem. True, but if I were typing about fucking like how massive my enormous giant penis is and how great the Carolina Panthers are and how I like pizza, I don't think that's gonna be a great poem. TBH. I'd actually give it some thought. I'd actually probably cook up a nice little poem, but like nothing along the lines of what I'm actually writing when I'm just pressing buttons. Holy crap, Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. And I've really been in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being so cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yay, writing is the best! I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sorry, always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times, but seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. When do we make the football team? I don't know, dog. Like, I've been going to tryouts after my literature club, dog. If I ever let the team know that I'm in the literature club, dog, like I'm getting bullied. Like, I could never let my football bros know that I'm hanging out in the literature club. Though, if I end up bagging all of them, then maybe it won't be so bad. You know what I'm saying? Who should we do next? So we're saving Yuri for last since it's her poem. I see. I liked your last one better. Fuck you too, then. Ugh, really? Well, yeah, I can tell you were a little more daring with this one. You're really not good enough for that. It fell flat. That may be true, but I wanted to try something different. I'm still figuring this all out. I mean, I always like poems that aren't trying too hard. I hate when people are trying to sound fancy or add more meaning than just using annoying and complicated language. Just make it simple, cute, and to the point, and we'll do that one after Sayori. Yuri's head over heels for all this cryptic nonsense, but I see right through that BS. Making your reader look so hard for all this deep meaning is just an excuse to have no meaning at all. Well, damn! Mean? I guess that's one way to look at it. Well, everyone has their own opinion, but my opinion is the best opinion. I'm sure you figured that out already. For sure. Anyway, here's my poem. Maybe you'll learn something. Amy likes spiders. Amy likes spiders. You know what I learned? You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words, but she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking with people. She's probably talking about spiders. What if their friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers, and I'm gonna tell everyone. Jesus. Speak how you feel, I guess. Fuck. Why is Natsuki hating? On God, you know that spiders genuinely help the ecosystem? Ya dumb bitch. On God, as much as people hate them, they do a lot of good. They do a lot of good. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in the poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like anyone would agree with that subject of the poem anyone who would agree that the subject of this poem is a what? Ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's about how everyone thinks No, that doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it down to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Sometimes that you're afraid if people find out, they'll make fun of you and think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes, as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? Fair enough. I think people really need to learn how to respect others for liking weird things. So do you like spiders? Is that what it is? I think that's what it is. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. I'm sure a lot of other people can too. It's what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think that I just want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm going to write a good one for tomorrow, too, so look forward to it. Here we go. Yuri! Oh gosh, you better love it. Let's see what you've written for today. Oh my god, it's peak. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? John, how did you pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you about the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job at explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly shallows. Fucking Jesus. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I rizzed up the hole with my writing, son. Writing, words are powerful. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah, just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying that you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you. Yo, she's all mine. John is the next Shakespeare. On God. On baby. Son. I'm making the hose fall for me with just a few letters on a page. That's aura. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as a usually unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread was my hungry curiosity, the raccoon an urge. The moon increments its phase, I think that's what it says, and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same night that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend, I sliced the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon became excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken the following to me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic something conditioning. I slice the bread and I feel myself again. That's actually a damn good poem. I have to say that. Shit handwriting, yeah. But I'd say that was actually a decent poem. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem's about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. That's funny. Didn't Natsuki also write something about that? Something about being ridiculed for strange interest? She did? Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter if you're going... It doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right. I mean... Does she really feel that way? Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common. Well, that's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Oh, please don't tell her I said that. Don't worry, I have no reason to. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing with me anyway. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I probably would hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned for today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really need to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll end up getting embarrassed. We'll end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're gonna keep it simple, okay? We don't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out. Oh my god, during the event. Fuck. Okay, that's great and all. But that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Jesus. I'm sorry. I thought you heard about it already. We're gonna be performing. Performing? Monica? Yeah, we're gonna be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare themselves ahead of time. Sayori, fuck. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. I just didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys, no, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. I'm so sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with the others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you in here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all want to, or we all do. Bag. Or just hand John a football, literally. Look, I'm in the literature club type shit, but I'm also a 5-star D1 running back in the making. Stop it. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. They're both just like absolutely fucking not. Natsuki and Yuri remained silent. Sayori looked worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much of an ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine! don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to do this. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. All right. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Fuck no. Yuri dejectively glances around at everyone else. Exception faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously gonna be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica! This is too sudden! Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. What the fuck was that? I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now, let's see. Monica flips through her notebook and to the specific poem that she had in mind for herself. Then she stands in front of the podium. Bro, this is gonna go bad. Oh my god. Look, someone's gonna fuck up. Like, I've already got Sayori wrapped around my finger. I already got Yuri wrapped around my finger. Natsuki is gonna fuck up on stage. And I'm gonna be there. Hey, you didn't do that bad. Honestly, I thought it was a great performance. Maybe we could do one-on-one practice for next time. You know what I'm saying? Have a backup plan and have a football in your bag just in case. Genuinely, may have to. Like, as soon as it's my turn, everybody's already fumbled the bag and be like, it's football practice, guys. I'm sorry. Fuck, I gotta go. See ya. Just never return. The title of the poem is The Way They Fly. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes her recitation. Whatever. Fuck you.
I'm like, what do you say fuck me for?
The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Oh, Yuri's all fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just moments ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman's. Okay, Yuri's locked in right now. The poem is full of twists and turns, and its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside of her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she bewildered even herself. It's up for me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Yes, sir. Way to take initiative, John. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm up next then. Sorry, hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks up to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Ah, sorry, I giggled. Sayori, lock the fuck in. It's a lot harder than I thought, John. Shut your fucking mouth. How'd you guys do this so easily? Try not to think about it. Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori's is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it, but hearing it come out of Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant about when she said she likes my poems. Yo. Hose is wrapped around my finger, dog. It's crazy. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes up and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even John liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. It might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours that were sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing for this kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. Then next time I'm gonna make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go up before John. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let John lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki. It's fine. I'm gonna suck ass anyway, so I might as well get this over with. Anyway, it's not like I have much of a selection on what to read. I'll just have to go up with what I wrote today. Bro, that poem was specifically for yours. It's not like I put my heart and soul into that shit. I stand up in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's kind of hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... Why are you all looking at me? Dumb fuck. Are you... Alright. Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once you start reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and a rhyme to it. If Natsuki's trademark style, it's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they can bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back in her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Ah, well. You'll at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people. I mean, doing it in front of other people will be easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, so let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out quite nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll be planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. I can do this. Alright, I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori or Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. It's for the sake of the club, and impressing Monica. Then I'll have to do my best. Am I trying to bag Monica then? I mean, I'm trying to bag everybody, but John here, he may have a different objective. Shit, she is bad. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Geez, come on, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, John. You don't have to say it. Whatever. Let's go already. What? I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. I wanted to walk home with Yuri, dog! But today, Sayori's being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. I'm sorry, I was spacing out. Oh, no wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. Like how we get to... Yeah, I mean... Sayori fumbles with her words. So, let's just say that one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Well, save the game. What should I say here? Man, that's... Since I saved the game, right? Yeah, I saved the game. I'm gonna see what she says if I said, with Yuri. Walking home with Yuri, huh? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean, given how hard it's been for her to socialize, I'd feel awful turning her down, so... Isn't she so beautiful and smart? That has nothing to do with what I just said. Ha! You admitted it! John, or fucking jeez. There's not even a point in speculating something that's never gonna happen. Well, maybe. We'll stick with this route, but if it ends up being something I don't like, we'll just go back and say Sayori. But I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know? What? Need you? Sayori. I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry. Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. If you say so. The conversation trails off and I'm feeling left awkward. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. You can't just lie to her. If there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. On God! TBH, I like Yuri more than... I like all of them, but like... I'm just trying to bag the baddest bitch possible. I don't know if I'll be able to bag, you know, whatever her fucking name was. Monica. See, and Yuri's kind of bad. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Interesting. Alright. And we're gonna write one for Sayori. Flower. Joy. Pout. Fuck. Intellectual. Shit. Fear. Fun. Cry. Silly. Hope. Candy. Fuck. But like whatever. Sweet. Love. Yes. Come on, we're cooking right now. Peace. Shit. Cheers. Yes. No! Oh my god, I feel like I'm choking. There we go. Okay. And... Okay, I think... I don't know, I may have fucked that one up. I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I walked into. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have found a lot of determination. I don't know why. I'm kind of enjoying this game. Just trying to bag and whatnot. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't all for you. I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out with the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Why are you in such a happy-ass mood? Were you complaining about it yesterday? Well, yeah, but I'm not talking about our part of the festival. It's the whole day of the school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? It's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying that you don't like squid? You of all people? I didn't say I didn't like it. Besides, what do you mean by all of you, what? You of all people. Yeah. Because it's right in your name, Monica. Ugh. It's not how you say my name. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Where the hell is Sayori, dog? Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me, where is Sayori anyway? There you are. Oh. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room, looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. If this poem sucks dick, then fucking high key, I'm gonna go back and make a better one. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? You just seem a little off. Sorry for assuming things. You worry too much about me. Fine, see? Sayori shows a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright. If you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back around to everyone else, but the conversation has already disappeared, with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who's shuffling through some papers at her desk. John, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much. But she seems a little downcast today. You think so? I can't believe I've noticed nothing about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind, but I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, John. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. Is this because she's pissed that I fucking said I'd like to walk home with Yuri sometime? Like, bitch, God forbid, walk home with somebody else, or take a stroll by yourself, twin. She always talked to me about things that bothered her, but this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her, and I also care about the well-being of my club members, Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seems like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with a person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, John. You fucking idiot. Jesus. Me? How on earth would you come up with that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't have said so much. Sayori talks about you more than anything else, She's been much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori is always like that? She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it's always been. You're so funny, John. Have you ever thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful because that's just how she is when she's around you? I think I fucked up. Maybe I should go back and choose the Yuri option. I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I do anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should forget that I said that. I'll try talking to her so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up in front of her desk and walks over and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear them from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly I notice Yuri peering at me from over her book. But she looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realize that she won't get anywhere like this. I've really never seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord. So I have no choice but to approach her myself. By now, it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit in one next to her own. I didn't mean to bother you anything. Relax, you didn't even do anything. But I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How are you even able to tell what I was thinking by that? Well, it's something that I do a lot. So it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those who willingly share in that concern. Of course, there were certainly those who find the most comfortable in keeping to themselves. But if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen. It's not really that big of a deal. I was just feeling a little uneasy about Sayori. Sayori? Yeah, she seems a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh, that's quite romantic. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's not that, I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have just been friends for a long time, that's all. I see. Then perhaps it is unusual for her to be so dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little much. John, the world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. Ah, okay. So you think that there might be something behind it after all? Mm-hmm. I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what's going on the inside of her head. And she may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today too. And I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looks like she was fully occupying those thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess it was the case. Sayori, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess. But you don't need to put it in that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Ooh, I'm starting to get into my bag. Yeah, come on, Stan, come on. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes a person's mysterious. I'm trash at reading. A person's mysteries are untold even to themselves. And you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings that weren't aware in you. That is, I think she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy, so I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings, but not nearly as sophisticated as you. That's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it. Yeah. I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the classroom. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I knew it, everything was back to normal. Everyone goes back to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she's smiling about me with Sayori. Okay, we're gonna do Sayori first. Sayori first. This is your best one so far. It's really nice, John, and thanks. Sayori, you've been a little quiet today. Is everything alright? Of course! Everything is fine. Maybe I'm just a little bit tired today. Do you want a nap or something? No, that's silly. Don't worry about me, okay? I only want to see smiles on your face. Well, alright. Hey John, I'm just a little surprised. I really thought that you would try writing your poems in a way Yuri does, or even Natsuki. But in the end, yeah. I guess you're the one who likes this the most. Why? You don't want to get closer with anyone else? Wait, of course I do. But that doesn't mean I need to try so hard to impress them. I still understand you the most, Sayori. I know you have sometimes put up with me, and I have to sometimes put up with you. But we have a wavelength or something. And this is how the poem came out. Sometimes it feels like you're the only exciting thing in my life. So sometimes it's easier to write when thinking about you. Oh my fucking god! Yo, John is insane! John the Rizz God! John the absolute Rizz God! Sayori, no. John, I don't deserve this. You're too nice to me. Why are you doing this? Sayori has trouble keeping her voice steady all of a sudden. If you had fun with everyone else instead, this would be so much easier. Sayori. I glance around the room, make sure nobody's noticed this. Sayori. I probably never said this before, but I don't understand what you're feeling right now. Tell me what will cheer you up. Sayori shakes her head. She sniffles and keeps shaking her head. Finally she gathers herself and puts on a smile. It's nothing, John. It's just a little rain cloud. I'm sorry you had to see that. I promise it won't happen again. Just smiles from everyone, okay? That's all that matters. Now go play with everyone else. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori, tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. She was too flustered. She didn't even know what to do. She didn't even know what to do. My Rizz is unmatched. My Rizz is unmatched. I'm the greatest. Did we win the festival? We have not. The fucking festival hasn't even started. I think it's on Monday. I don't even know what day it is right now. But dog, did you see the absolute LeBron type performance I just put up against Sayori, dog? Absolutely clutch. Well done, John. You've definitely improved your writing over the course of these few days. Has my advice been helpful to you? Yeah, definitely. I'm glad. Sharing our writing like this, it's a lot more fun and rewarding than I anticipated. I need to remember and thank Monica. I think we all felt a little weird at first, but now it seems like everyone is enjoying sharing their writing and seeing what others think. I can't really disagree. I was afraid this whole thing was going to be a chore, but it's a great way for me to spend some personal time with all the girls in the club. But it's been fun getting to know everyone and their writing, and I guess doing some writing myself. Well, have you learned anything about yourself, John? Well, you know how I like to say that writing is very personal way to get in touch with yourself. In the end, it does matter if you're a good writer, or it doesn't matter if you're a good writer or a bad writer. Even my opinions are just opinions, you know? As always, I believe what's most important is exploring and discovering it for yourself. That's comforting. I'm kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another. Why me? Well, you're always so sophisticated with your writing. You have the most advice to share. Is that so? Yuri thinks it's good for a minute. What? Yuri thinks for a good minute. That must be terrible, huh? For me to have become someone whose opinions are fearsome. How unlikable of me. Yuri, it's not as bad as you're making it sound out in your head. I just mean that I respect your opinion. I see. I'm sorry that I always overthink and come to the sorts of conclusions. I'm just a little too used to it. Overthinking, being disliked. Yuri? What am I saying? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on. Alright. Do you want to share your poem now? Okay, here. Okay, Jesus fucking Christ. A lot of reading, dog. A marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface under a clean blue sky and expose of bliss. But beneath gray rolling clouds, an endless engine, the easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where sand is wet, but where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at you, at your foundations until you give in, or will a sudden wave send you crashing down into a blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same, yet we still build castles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy Turn back, and I abandon my piece to a road at the shoe. Drift forward, and I return to Earth forevermore. Fucking bars, son. I'm aware that the beach is kind of an insane thing to write about, but I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it. You say that like you didn't even want to write about it. Oh, you haven't heard? After yesterday, Natsuki and I... Well, it was amusing that we wrote about something similar in each other's... What? After yesterday, Natsuki and I, well, it was amusing that we wrote about something similar in such different ways. So, Natsuki wanted us to write about the same topic as each other again. I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles or thought processes. Anyway, I thought it was her idea. Knowing her, it was no surprise that she'd want to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. But, well, I suppose it's not bad to write about something on a simple occasion. It can be refreshing, you know. It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. Okay, ball knowledge. What the hell does Monica like? What is Monica's interest? That's my question. I don't think I ever picked up on that. This one's alright. Alright, fuck you. Yo, you're just such a judgmental bitch, aren't you? Jesus. Well, yeah, it doesn't blow me away, but there's nothing I really hate about it. It's just not my style. I mean, it's fine. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. You think so? Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know. But honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. Yo, just call me a bitch, why don't you? Jesus. Ugh, that was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'll show you my poem. Here. I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminish your wonder over the years. Oh my god, she's such a bitch sometimes, but god, she has some crazy bars. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be at the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be at the beach that you daydream about every day. I'll be at the beach that makes your heart leap. I'll make, in a way you thought had left you. In a way you thought had left you long ago. Fucking idiot. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand, bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand, wash your insecurities in the salty sea, and let me see your shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail, set you free in my windy sail, and remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips into my... Bro, I'm sorry. Okay, hold on. Genuine question. It said that this was gonna have disturbing topics. Like, bitch, where are they? I'm mad confused. I'll be the beach that watches away your worried. Yeah, you already said that. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. Interesting. Very interesting, Princess. Yeah, I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write down something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kind of hard to write about anything negative about the beach. Well, Yuri's take on it was a little more solemn. Well, that's... Geez, she better not have said anything bad about mine. After all, she was the one who wanted us to write about the same topic. Ugh, you can really see her doing that too. Making us write about a simple topic, then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too. But there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it's good practice. Alright, Monica. Hi, John. Have you thought about what you wanted to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure, I'll let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. It's pretty good. It makes me think of Sayori, like the other ones that she wrote. You two are like a dynamic duo. That's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her, even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, it's just... I'm just teasing. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone, but Yuri and Natsuki are really interesting people. So don't be afraid to give them your share of time. And you can talk to me every day, every now and then. I'm not, like, unapproachable or anything, am I? Oh no, it's nothing like that. I'm still just getting used to being here, is all. Yeah. I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that. Oh, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, alright. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you, alright? Alright. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells a lady who wanders earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer. All meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever thought, or sought. So here I am, a feather. Lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search. I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains. The last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. I think that's what it fucking says. I don't know. Until one day the wind ceased to blow. I fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and the forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look into her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I'm thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. Fucking bars. Low-key. So, you know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are sorts of the things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything. So maybe she's like more of a philosophical type deal. But it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put too much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are mostly sad or happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Bars. Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I thought you'd know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. If you're ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid that it's not good, it can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much time into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of telling you that your writing is good, okay, or bad, they'll focus more on everything that went into it and the things that you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for the day. Thanks for listening. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't even immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. It seems you're right. Sayori always helps lightening up the mood a bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please, show some decency. Oh, come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well, and she went home early. Is that so? Hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you picked the time where she's not feeling well. So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No, first of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori, bitch. And second, she's been kind of avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Ooh, that curious expression from Yuri of all people. Time to walk home with fine shit. Know what I'm saying? Come on. It's time to bag. I still want to bag Sayori. I still want to bag Monica. I still want to bag other girl. Facts. But one step at a time. I've been a Rizz guy this entire playthrough. Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier, and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations. Let's decide on what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will make cupcakes. But we need to make a lot of them in different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'll be going and printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will help me design them. And as for Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. She's just like, fuck no. She's like, bitch, stop capping. Now that Natsuki's pouting too. Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell these things are harder on you when she's not around. Well, that may be the case. But if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So, Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set up the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that, I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, it just leaves you, John, the one who is truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to help give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would really appreciate that. Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? Finally! How on earth are you going to respond to such a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind help a little bit. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty... It's not like Monica's gonna give us a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. John may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance, so therefore he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for John to... What are you saying? I got the host fighting over me. I mean, shit. I'm different. John's different. John's literally different. John is literally the greatest to ever do it. No question. What did you say? It'll be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't. Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up for John to decide where he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet. Honestly, facts. TBH, facts. I don't know shit about Monica, so I'm pretty sure he's interested in it. You literally just said, I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying though, jeez. Can we just settle this already? Yeah. John, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight to me. Oh, the Sayori option. Ugh. Okay, hold on to those thoughts because that's where we gon' end it, unfortunately. I low-key may just be the greatest Rizzer of all time. I mean, I got 3 hoes fighting over me. It's like not even a competition. Like, where's second place? Blood's not even active. Stop it. I'm bagging all of them. So, thank you for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Like, share, subscribe, or I'll just kick you in the shin. And I'll grab a scooter and I'll hit it against your shin multiple times just because I know that shit hurts like a... Oh. Didn't even have to finish my work because you already knew what I was finna say. That's literature. Facts. So, hope y'all enjoyed. I'll see you on another one. Adios, goodbye. I love you. And random picture.